Now, if you're a snowbird and aren't really ready to give up this winter, I don't know anyone in Texas who will say that, but we've got the perfect vacation destination for you. Travel writer Rita Cook is here to talk to you about a specific area in Quebec, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce it because I can't, and she can't either. So welcome, Rita.
Hello.
Okay, so this particular region.
It's Abitibi-Témiscamingue, or
see, hold that up, because if she can't say it, I can't. I'm really not going to be able to say it.
I had to write it down, so we're going to call it Abitibi. I flew into Montreal.
Okay.
And it's about an hour in the northwest, borders Ontario. It's a beautiful region, lots and lots of snow. It was -25 Fahrenheit when I was there, and that was the warm temperatures.
-25, but you're going to I mean, the beauty of this place is amazing and makes the cold temperatures totally worth it. Tell us about your experience.
All right, first of all, I went there because I love dog sledding. So that was the main reason I decided to go. All Siberian Huskies. There were like 12 Huskies that basically were pulling me, and I was mushing. And
those are the dogs that smile.
Yeah,
Look at them.
And they're not like the ones in the Iditarod, because in the Iditarod they sometimes use little hounds and not what you expect. That's a wolf from one of the refuges that I went to visit. We also went snowmobiling, and we were talking about earlier, when you're snowmobiling, you put all this stuff on, and it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get everything on. You look like you're about to go to the moon.
Sure.
It's a three-hour drive. About 15 or 30 minutes in, I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, Airbnb, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. So we
and
had
then
to
you have to take all that off.
Yes, and you don't want to do it outside. So I had to. The man found me. There's the minister of snowmobiling. His name is Dennis Laframme. And he found a vacant house that he said he knew the people that lived there. And so there was this huge dog that would look like a bear, and I had to walk past the dog and go in and use the restroom in someone's house, and they weren't even home.
Oh my goodness.
So I didn't do the afternoon part of that because it was just too cold. It was beautiful, though. This is one of the places in Canada where everybody goes to snowmobile. I mean, it's an amazing place. You can also do ice fishing there and snowmobiling. And snowshoeing, and it's called, the national park is Abigail National Park. So it was where I was talking about. I stayed in the cabin for the night with basically just a small heater. I slept right in front of the stove, freezing.
And the best part is that there was an outhouse. So
there was an outhouse.
In -25-degree weather, you had to go.
I had to get up about 2 or 3 times and run to the outhouse, and it's freezing. I mean, you have to put all your clothes on, and then you go out into the outhouse, and it was an experience.
But outside of the cold, this region is just gorgeous.
It's beautiful. I've never seen snow like that anywhere. I used to live in Chicago. It was never that beautiful. You know how snow gets dirty, and then like after a snowfall, then you just
just pristine and white and
just forever, as far as the eye can see. I actually got off the road once. There was a snowmobile coming at me, and I fell into snow up to my waist, which is kind of scary for a Texan because like, can you suffocate in the snow? And
but what's good though about this place is that it does cool down a little bit. So when it's 100 degrees here in August, this might be a great place to go visit.
I think it doesn't get over 80 there, and it's a very natural. It's all about nature there. The Algonquin Indians were there for the past 8,000 years, so there's still a lot of places that you can visit that they haven't even discovered what's underneath. You know, there's still archaeologists looking and digging. I did bring this this necklace. I got it from, it's a wolf tooth, which is wolves are my favorite. It's from, it's called the Refuge Pagua. And they have wolves there, they have red foxes there, lots of birds and owls that have lost their wings. And this man used to be a trapper, and he decided that he loved animals and didn't want to trap them anymore. So he's been saving them and tries to put them back into the natural environment if they can go back into the
And what about a price point of this beautiful place up there in Quebec? How much is it going to cost you to go and spend a nice trip up there?
No, probably about, I mean, the ticket, I flew from Dallas to New York and then on to Montreal, and it was about a $600 ticket. And depending on whether or not you want to stay in like rustic cabins like the one that I stayed in, all the properties up there are really nice, and it's not really expensive. Canada is a good place to visit right now because the dollar is stronger for a change for somewhere. So that's nice.
Well, and you talked about getting through customs, right?
Customs is great when you go to Canada because you can clear customs in Canada, in Montreal.
Nice.
So you don't have to come back into the U.S. and get your bags and go through customs immigration here. And the customs and immigration people in the U.S. are sometimes sort of curmudgeon-y. So
Yes,
the people the Canadians are really nice. One food that I think everybody should try is called, I'm not going to pronounce it right because it's French, so I call it the name of the Russian president, Putin. It's Poutine, and it's a comfort food, fries and cheese curd and gravy. So.
All right. Oh, sounds interesting. We do love our friends up to the north. We love our Canadian friends. And if you'd like to hear more from Rita, you can listen to her every Monday night on The Duva Show. To get there and to find out all the details about today's segment, make sure you log on to our website, thebroadcasttv.com, and click on today's links. Next, we've got more mommy must-haves from our friends at Metroplex Baby and Kids. Stick around.